Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, before we get started, y'all better buckle up your seatbelts because we might have a few bumpy roads to travel down. AV's having some issues, so we're hoping to get it fixed, but if we don't, please bear with us. So you are all here by divine appointment, and we're so glad you're here to share with us today. We open our service by lighting the Christ candle to remind us of the light that is always shining within us, around us, and through us. Unity Worldwide Ministries' theme for 2021 is staying centered no matter what. The power of the month is order. Simply put, order is the intelligence of the universe expressing through each of us. Our affirmation statement for the month of September is, "My life is balanced and in order, and all is well." Please affirm and repeat with me. My life is in balance and all is well. Thank you. Let's try that one more time. My life is balanced and in order, and all is well.
Okay, good morning and welcome. I know, I'm used to saying welcome. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm still adjusting. I am so glad to be here. It is my pleasure to serve as your music minister. Let us stand and sing together the gathering song. We have gathered here to feel the love. We have gathered here to share the love. We have gathered here to feel the love. We have gathered here to share the love. Gather in to see the beauty of community. Gather in to see the beauty that is you and me. Gather in to see the beauty of community. Gather in to see the beauty that is you and me. Oh yeah. Look at each other. Take in that beauty. Welcome and greet those around you. We come together, our hearts in unity, shining our light for all to see. Open to spirit, joyful and free, sharing our hope for what's to be. Gather in to see the beauty of community. Gather in to see the beauty that is you and me. We come together, our hearts in unity. Feel it. Shining our light for all to see. Open to spirit, joyful and free, sharing our hope for what's to be. Gather in to see the beauty of community. Gather in to see the beauty that is you and me. We have gathered here to feel the love. We have gathered here to share the love. Yes. Awesome.
Unity of Fort Wayne is part of a worldwide ministry that is based on the power of prayer and the power of our thoughts to create our own reality. Please pray with me now. God, help me to create a balanced life. Help me to take time to enjoy life, to be a person full of gratitude. Help me take time to love, to extend my hand in service to those around me. God, remind me to take time to learn, to be disciplined and accountable. Help me to make a difference in the small and big moments of my life. Help me to keep smiling, to be happy, and try to be myself. Infuse me with your spirit so I can create a life of balance, moderation, and simplicity. And whatever my challenge, let it be an occasion to deepen my life's purpose. We have received prayer requests for the people listed on the screen. Excuse me. So let's take a moment of silence to bless these people and also those that we carry in our hearts. We hold all your loved ones in the light of the divine and affirm their highest good is unfolding now. And so it is. Amen.
You're going to say something? Go right ahead.
Yeah, I was going to just introduce the piece. You good?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm going to play a piece called Malagueña. I tried it both ways. It's better
one. Oh my gosh, that's one thing I do love about this church. I got to tell you, we're a small but powerful church. We are. And there is so much talent amongst this group. And everyone is so willing to share it. And I'm telling you, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, let me get a little organized here. Okay, you guys, I'm Wanda, and thank you for allowing me this time to share a few thoughts. And first, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge those who lost their lives, and their families on 9/11. I would also like to lift up in continued prayer those who have been affected by COVID. At my last check, over 660,000 American families are grieving. I would like to express my gratitude to all of our caregivers, our doctors and nurses, and those who have continued to serve our loved ones, our local community, and our country. I lift up our worldwide brothers and sisters who have also suffered during this pandemic. Today, we've got a really good vibe going in here. We really do. And so I'm going to take us all back to high school. Okay? I hope it doesn't ruin the vibe. All right, I hope you enjoy this trip. Recently on my Facebook feed, I've been receiving some math problems. And of course, they always say, don't use a calculator, just use your brain. Well, okay, we're entering into it with a challenge already. They appear pretty simple, and I have allowed myself to fall victim to their trap, for I didn't realize how much debate can be stimulated by a simple mathematical equation. After I do my math, I always check the comments, and according to a lot of people, I am always wrong. Some just state their answers, some state their answers with exclamation marks, and others do a complete dissertation on why they are right and everyone else with a different answer is wrong. Well, I did the math, and I'm telling you, my answer was right. As time moved on, a few more equations would come across on my feed, and now I'm really starting to get mad. I didn't understand how anybody could possibly arrive to a different answer than mine. I really didn't. I spent 2 nights sleepless thinking about how we can get different answers to a simple mathematical equation. You could say I kind of got out of balance. After a time, I understand that they were using language that I didn't understand. And I became curious what my adversaries were talking about. So I went to my husband with my dilemma, and after a time he said he needed a drink of water. I could tell he was just as mixed up as I. And so I went to my best friend, and then I needed a drink of water. Eventually, I decided I needed to talk to an expert. So I called my daughter Rachel, who teaches math, biology, and general science. And she's used to me asking an occasional odd question, and this was her expertise. Okay, so we need our first equation. I tried to make this as simple as possible. Our first equation is 2 plus 2 times 2. Don't use a calculator. I know you kids are going to get this. Don't use a calculator. Some of you will come up with 8, and some of you will come up with 6. Okay, I have 2 calculators on my phone, and guess what? One comes up with 8, and the other one comes up with 6. So now I'm really confused. What's going on, and how can there be two correct answers? All right, so the next slide, here's the answer. If you arrived at 8, you arrived by mathematically working left to right. And this is known as chain input, and it means it gives no priority to any of the different operations. And those are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You simply do it as it comes. 2 plus 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. If you have 6, you have arrived by using order of operation. You girls know that as PEMDAS, which means first order of operation, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and or division left to right, addition and or subtraction left to right. This is basic algebra. If you want to remember it, you can use this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Rachel then used a more complex example while teaching me, and she made what I thought was a profound statement. By this time, I think she could tell I was questioning my reality. And in solving the problem, she stated that 2 is always a 2. So when you do the problem and you're doing the equation, 2 is always 2. The numeric value of the symbols are consistently true. And then she stated, Mom, you know this stuff. You took algebra. It may have not been presented to you as PEMDAS, but this has been around for years. I can truly tell you, I don't remember anything about Aunt Sally in algebra class. So I did a little research. Simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, or chain input, has been around and recorded since the beginning of writing. Algebra came into origination in the 17th century, but it wasn't until mass public education at the end of the 19th and the beginning of the 20th century did our textbooks agree on order of operations. To this day, not all countries teach the same order. You may be wondering why I am sharing math with you this morning. Because I know that spiritual wisdom can be found all around us, I am using this story to serve as a metaphor for these lessons. 1, avoid the math problems on Facebook. Their only purpose is to cause discord. This was the advice from my daughter Rachel. I also learned that I have a lot to learn, and I am amazed how easily I needed to be right, how ego invested I became. The Course in Miracles questions, would you rather be right or happy? But I confess, I wasn't going to be happy unless I was right. We will never understand the answers of others unless we become curious of their order of operations. This requires non-judgmental listening. And although we may disagree on the solution, there is no peace unless we come with respect and a willingness to see through the lens of others. Each of us have problems and will have different paths or order of operation to our own answers. How often we forget, and how often our forgetfulness can lead to confusion and discord. In other words, the lessons will repeat until the lesson is learned. And the last thing I learned is that in every problem, there is a truth and there is a solution. Within the realm of space and time, it is true that we all suffer. It is truth that we and all of our loved ones will die. Knowing this worldwide for generations, the most often asked spiritual question is, how do I live my life? Which evolves from the question, why am I here? And what is the purpose of my life? There came a time in my own spiritual journey that I myself came to this question. After years of searching, praying and meditating, reading and studying, I came to understand that I will never have all the answers. And so I asked myself, how do I want to live my life? Jesus of Nazareth, our way shower, elder brother, and teacher, tells us to love God and one another. But how do we do that? How do we love each other? What order of operations do we use? His answer is amazingly simple. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. This commandment is more than a suggestion. It is part of the very foundation of Christ consciousness. This is why I appreciate Unity's fifth principle. Through our thoughts, words, and actions, we live the truth we know. Basic kindness and respect, seeing and acknowledging the divine within all of us. Practice of the Golden Rule expresses love, but what is love? Have you noticed how one question just flows into the next? Just as it is difficult to define God, so it is with love. But the best definition I have found was written by M. Scott Peck in his book, The Road Less Traveled, and expressed as the willingness to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing our own or another's spiritual growth. I like that answer. And that's the truth in the equation, the truth that no matter how you do the operation, the truth is to be love and live in love. There is a story about a boy who falls in love with a girl. He tries so hard to be perfect, to get the grade, and to have all the right answers. He tries so hard. He wants to be an A student because he thinks if he's an A student, he could win her love. But after a time, he realizes he really doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything other than he knows he loves her. For our meditation this morning, if you are so comfortable in doing, please close your eyes and imagine we are in the first day of school. Okay, we're all a little scared, we're all a little excited. But this school is brand new. Everything's new. And all the teachers are there, and they're ready to help us and guide us. There are no books, and we don't carry a backpack. We carry nothing with us. And all we learn in this school is how to love and nurture one another. And each of us have our own curriculum. Each of us have our own syllabus. And we have our guides who help us along the way. In this school, we are accepted exactly as we are, imperfectly perfect. We don't have to have the answers, and we come with all of our past mistakes, our lumps and bumps, and maybe some of us even feeling like somehow we have flunked the test. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful if I loved you and you loved me? Imagine for a moment how wonderful that would be. Doesn't it feel wonderful? As you open your eyes, truly be willing to open your eyes and to see the wonder all around us. So in closing, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone here, and so I'm going to have Juliana come up and help me because I need a good support system. And we're going to sing a song together, but I want everyone to stand. You're going to have to relax. I want you to loosen up, and I can tell some of you already have. Most of you will remember this song, and it may be new to a few. Let's have a little fun and sing together Wonderful World by the late, great Sam Cooke. All right, so I got to get my phone here going. So let's cross our fingers. Now, I'm going to lose my place right here. Don't know much about geography. Don't know much of trigonometry. Don't know much about algebra. Don't know what a slide rule is for. But I know that 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Now I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. For maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about history. Don't know much about biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Somehow we made it through that. I had a little cross with the sound system here. So. Thank you, Juliana.
Thank you, Wanda. That was wonderful. We appreciate you putting yourself out there. Yeah. Thank you for that. That was great. As you know, we are funded solely by your generous donations as a Unity organization. We firmly believe in the energetic value of tithing. We believe that each of us is an open channel through which prosperity flows, and we welcome every blessing in a spirit of gratitude. There are baskets in the back if you'd like to drop your tithe off there. You can also donate online at unityoffortwayne.org, or you can mail it into the office as well. Any of those are awesome. So please join me now in affirming our prosperity statement. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We are joy-filled and grateful.
And now let us stand and join singing, I'm So Grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So very grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So very grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. We're so grateful. We're so grateful. So very grateful. We're so grateful. So very grateful. We're so grateful. We're so grateful. Very grateful. Yes, we're so grateful. We're so grateful. So very grateful. So very grateful. Yes. We are. We have so much to be grateful for. That was so powerful, Wanda. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Ruth. This is a magical day. And now we get to be grateful and welcome and bless our children. And so if you can turn around, they are in the back of the sanctuary and we will sing. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. We love you just the way you are. Yes, we love you just the way you are. I love you to each other. I love you, I bless you, I appreciate you, and I behold the Christ in you. Send that to our sound people. I love you just the way you are. We are so grateful. I love you just the way you are.
Alrighty. So announcements for the week. Let's see. Please direct your requests for spiritual support to Miss Wanda. She is always ready. She's part of the pastoral care team. Use the connection cards or contact info on the weekly emails. Tuesdays, 1 o'clock is the Discover the Power Within, followed by chair yoga at 3. That's led by Carla Alexander. No yoga experience necessary, and she's phenomenal. I don't know if any of you have taken yoga from her, but she's really good, so please come and give it a try. The chair is a different form, but it's still very beneficial, so please try that out. Then at Tuesdays at 7, she's back for the Gentle Flow Yoga, and that's up here in the sanctuary on the floor, kind of your typical yoga, but very, very gentle, as it says. Wednesdays is the 7 o'clock is meditation with Ron Hadsel, and I believe it's a change. It was going to be something different, but now it's back to meditation, right, Susan? Okay. And so Fridays at 9:30 a.m., the new class on Toltec wisdom. Did I pronounce that correct? Okay. The focus will be the 6-book series by Don Miguel Ruiz, beginning with the 4 agreements. So that is on Friday mornings at 9:30. And I talked to Kat earlier. That's a drop in, drop out, come to all, come to some, whatever you can come to, please do. Yes. So, and that's with Glenda and Kat.
On Zoom or in Sanctuary.
Awesome, and that's a great book. I don't know if you've read that, so it's a really good thing. Johnny Appleseed signups. Come on up, Di. You're the next contestant.
It's time, kids. Okay, so next Saturday and Sunday is the festival. We've still got sign-up sheets out there. Friday, we're going to be here at 11:15. If you've signed up to help with the pack-in, like the setup at the festival, at the park, we can't get in there till noon, but I'm going to say 11:15. We have most of the stuff already in the trailer, but that way we get it in and we're rolling. We're getting in the park at noon. Okay, so if you've signed up for that. We're a little bit skinny on Saturday afternoon, so if you've got some extra time, even if you've already volunteered, I promise I'll make it fun. I'll teach you my Johnny Appleseed dances, whatever, okay? So, and we appreciate all your help on this. It's our biggest fundraiser, and we got locked out of it last year because of COVID, but we're going to do it this year. And so, another thing that we did last year, and we kind of just decided to do it this year. Some of you participated in what Glenda had started on One Night Without a Home a few years ago. It's basically a fundraiser for the rescue mission, the homeless. And so what we're going to do, and they're doing it, you pick your own site and do it. So we'll set up some tents out here. We're going to do it on Saturday, October 9th. There'll be more information about that, but we want you to save the date. We want you to participate. We've got a team online Andrea set up for us. And so I think if you get a $100 donation by the 30th, you'll get a shirt from them, whatever. But we plan on having a fire out there again. Hopefully some of our musicians might come and play, and if not, then Wanda will sing for us maybe. But anyways, we've got some great energy going on. I mean, this service was fantastic, and I just think, this is how we reach out to the community. So thank you all for your support. Thank you all for volunteering and stepping up and wrapping your arms around our church.
That's also the night for Dances for Universal Peace
On
with
the 9th?
Terry.
No.
Uh-huh. October 9th. It's a Saturday?
I thought
Is
they
it
were
the
doing
10th?
it on the, okay, we'll talk about that
Okay.
later.
Thank you, Di. And Di did not mention, if you want to help financially, if you can't be there in person, if you want to donate, there's apples on the tree back in the back, so please take one of those and bring in your tithe in an envelope, and we would put the money to good use. We're once again collecting non-perishable items for Beacon Heights Food Bank, so please drop your donations in the cart. It says at the upstairs entrance, so please be aware of that. So let's give the AV team a round of applause. We made it. We didn't even need those seatbelts. All right, so if everyone would please stand, and we'll do the prayer for protection and the peace song, please. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am present. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you very much, everyone. Good to see all your faces, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you. Yes, we'll be closing with the peace song.
I'm sitting.
No, you're good. Yes. Know that in spirit we were all joined. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To link each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Woo! Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Sue.